Hello everyone and welcome back to Bachacoda Screens. As usual, I'm Bachacoda. Welcome everyone. How is everyone doing? Anything of new? Anything of old? Anything at all? We will be starting off on a brand new journey today. Starting off with Wasteland 2. Hey there, Abdullah. How's it going? It's a brand new one in terms of games that I haven't played before. I've played a few hours. Hey, thanks. Same to you. Sorry about skipping on Sunday, but I was just a combination of stuff just obliterated me. I couldn't get out of bed. The sound is loud on my voice, okay? How's this then? Any better? Let me know if it's still too loud. Oh, no. If anything's bugging you, because this is a new game and so the presets are different, let me know. I haven't thoroughly tested the thing. So yeah, we are on for a brand new thing. So let's take a quick look through the options, just in general, to see. I did some things. Combat speed I'll probably crank up. I kinda. I mean, I'm thinking of using the 4 default ones and tweaking them a little bit based on the somewhat idea I have of reading through some walkthroughs a long time ago, but we'll see. That'll be probably mostly of this episode, so game difficulty I will crank up a little bit. The combat speed I will crank up a little bit later. I just want to see if that's too slow. Weapon range, that will be good. Weapon combat grid I'll probably turn off at some point, but I want to see if it's more useful than obnoxious to see. Selection circles are okay. Highest skill character used, that might not be necessary, but we'll see how it looks. Text size should be enough. If it's too small, because I have cropped the window a little bit, let me know. I can crank that up later. All text will be recorded so we can simulate as close to a text log as we can to the original Fallout. Ad scrolling is enabled, but it's a borderless window, so I might still have to use the keys, but we'll see. Tutorial pop-ups will be good. I mean, for a squad-based game and one that I haven't really explored thoroughly before, probably not. I will just try and get as much content out of it as possible because I want a thorough look at the game. So I will be going through some nooks and crannies that may not be super logical. More along this noble douche aggressive. Probably not douche because that usually locks out. Yeah, probably noble in helping, you know, the boring one. The boring one that gets the most content out of the game. Or follow squad, out save off and always run, yeah. And display options, pumped up as much as I can, and what's the radio one? The radio one. But we'll see how the game flows, because again, okay, we'll keep that in mind, thanks. We'll see again. I haven't really gotten when I played it, I didn't really get to the point where dialogue was of any actual consequence. So I'm not really sure how this whole thing works in a actual RPG setting. I mostly played around with the combat system, the skill system, you know, the actual game mechanics rather than the capacity for it. Yeah, it'll be fun to see what it has hiding behind all of the stuff. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think the game audio might be a bit loud. Let me see that. Yeah, that's a bit loud. Oh, not quad, stereo. I don't have that many outlets. Yeah, and again, if anything bothers you, let me know. Did it speak? Didn't. Stereo, man. Give me stereo. Push to quad. Okay, whatever. Once again, in the glow of the atom. I love this one. Let's create a custom squad. And from the existing rangers, we will make some adjustments. Because they're also visually kind of okay. So what did we get? God. Hunter. What's a hunter then? Hard-ass, outdoorsman, assault rifles. Cruiser. Yeah, I don't think I'll be. So the little I saw, melee was very. I mean, melee is strong. Yeah, the toaster skill is something I remember as well. That I have to have someone with a decent toaster. Demolitions. Sniper, yeah, so sniper is a must. Infiltrator, safe cracking, lock picking, submachine gun, yeah, this guy's coming along. Techie, what does Techie have? Computer science, energy weapons, perception, combat medic, handguns. Handguns will switch out for something. Is there such a thing? If we have a lock picker and a demolitions specialist. And also a little bit of a cheat in terms of future sight. One of the NPCs that we pick up along the way is actually, if you remember, it's a chick with a big wrench who's pretty good. So she'll probably be the melee one. So we don't need to start off with one. Negotiator, yeah, that's gonna be necessary for sure. And a jack of all trades we don't need. Right, okay, so what does the negotiator have? Bladed weapons, this is gonna be changed. Huh. Oof, okay. I don't know, man. Uh, we'll see. So smart ass, bladed weapons, and kiss ass. Coordination, Carter, Charisma 6. Do you remember which was the attribute that is basically useless for everyone except one? I think it's charisma. So technically, the negotiator should be the guy with this. So yeah, let's pick a negotiator. But if you can customize them, yada yada, yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, we are playing it. Let's face it, we are pretty much playing this game blind. Right. Create custom select existing. So we'll also for sure need the combat medic. That's a given. Or do I need one? Because I actually have to give um, field medic to everyone. Because during my first play, yeah, but I don't think I needed all three to make it through, so I don't need his ass, hard ass, and smart ass. I think I can make it with 2 out of the 3. Surgeon. Okay, let's get her and see if it's useful. The sniper is a given. Yeah, but I don't remember what was the point of it. So the only thing I can remember was the ability to use the things to revive your crew. So if someone is knocked out of action, uh, there was a skill that allows you to use a med kit to raise them up. And I reached the conclusion that everyone should have this because for whatever reason my medic died first, and that just made it impossible to heal anyone up. Okay, and for the fourth person, we'll probably get the Tinkerer. Where was it? Eki. But then we are losing out on lockpicking, safe cracking. Hmm. The techie has computer science. Well, technically, she just has computer science. More. Yeah, 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 yeah. We'll see along the way. Another thing that's very stupid in this game, just like in Fallout, is the fact that the perks. So there is a perk system here, and it works pretty much the same way as it did in Fallout, meaning that you do not know what the prerequisites for the different perks are that you're getting after the start of the game. And I haven't bothered to download the list. So it's gonna be a little shit in terms of character development, if you know what I mean. The techie or infiltrator, what do we need? Because perception is a skill. Would you have perception? Oh. I'm kind of thinking infiltrator, and then yeah, for real, that'll be the deal. I think I'll take the infiltrator and turn one of the ones that are appropriate for it to computer science. All right. So we have a leader, we have the medic, the sniper, and the infiltrator. Right, let's start playing around with them and customize them a little bit. Yeah, the first that dies goes to computers. Okay, let's start with leader. Look is fine, age is fine. Oh yeah, no, the leader will smoke. He will be smoking coffin nails. Um, I really don't like how he looks, but I guess. If I change the face, I'll have to change the portrait, and there aren't that many portraits to choose from. Yeah. By the way, you can import portraits if you find any, but I haven't looked for it because I didn't think about that. So, okay. Right. Allocate available, yada yada. Right. So, what's coordination? Coordination is. I've absolutely forgotten everything about that. High coordination has grace. What the hell does that mean? Deft touch, fine motor skills, helps avoid traps and attacks, picklocks, improves aim, improves action points and ranged chance to hit. Right. Luck, critical evasion, constitution, bonus action points. Awareness, combat initiative, change to evade vision range. Okay. Strength, average, speed, right, intelligence. He will probably have to have higher intelligence, I think. I will need to level up the most on his skills because I'll probably have to have. I seem to remember there was a leader skill at some point, and that needs to be pumped up, and that would require some more skills. So intelligent. Go up, and charisma I think is good. I don't remember what it did technically. So I think I can drop. I can drop a little bit of coordination. Where are his 8 action points? 1 for 1 intelligence. That gives me up to 2. So it doesn't change shit. Okay. Oh, the skills. It doesn't give me the same types of synergies it does with as it did in Fallout. So they are separately calculated, I guess. Which is bow. We need at least, yeah, at least one more into intelligence. What can we sacrifice? Combat initiative, chance to evade vision range. I don't think he'll need all of this, so let's kill his awareness. Pump up intelligence more. Still average. Does nothing, it does nothing. The hell? Oh god, no. Okay, I think that's the optimum we can get. There's four attributes for one skill point per level. Oh no. He'll become kind of worthless. What will I kill if I get one? Strength. One action point. 3 base constitution. 1 constitution per level. Ugh. Okay, that's 1. Awareness, coordination. Oh, coordination doesn't hurt. Yeah, I am mumbling a little bit, probably. Let's do. Can I get 2 more attributes? He's getting really low on action points. What if I cut 1 more from here? That's 3. What does awareness do? Vision range, evade, combat initiative, yeah, whatever. Okay, we are doing this. Boom. I hope it's worth it. Yeah, I suppose. Charisma. Meters. Alright, so how many skill points does he get per level? 4. I think that's good. So he will not use bladed weapons, that's a given. Oh. Hmm. So he is horrible with aim. So maybe shotguns? How about shotgun? Yeah. Barter. Value of items being sold increased. I don't think we need to start off with barter. Ah, yeah, there it is, leadership. Followers ignoring orders, increases nearby allies' chance to hit by 2, by 4, and gives us taunt. Hmm. Yeah, something along those lines. SS and smartass, I think, are the ways to go. Weaponsmithing. Surgeon. Mechanical repair. God damn it, there are so many fucking skills. Okay. I have nothing here. I've nothing here. I'm 6 points. So punch up smartass for now. Get leadership. And we have nothing for a weapon. Yeah, so that's the synergy here. The charisma increases the leadership radius and overall experience gain, and leadership is the actual skill that makes use of the leadership range. That's probably good. Alright, maybe start off with one of these and give him one combat skill with, or two, with shotguns. We're starting off, and this is again a little bit of an abuse of future knowledge, that we'll be starting off fairly fighty. Survivability is probably gonna be key. Yeah, I think that's about it. Do we want to give him a quirk? Because quirks are pretty shit. These are the alternatives to traits in Fallout. So it's a positive and a negative in one. Animal Whisper we don't have. Catic cannot equip trinkets, but it gets 5 skill points in one attribute at game start. Asshole, hard ass dialogues always succeed, but squad cannot use kiss or smartass at all. Brittle bones, +2 action points, but minus 50% base combat speed. One skill point after level 10. I don't know what's the cap. Do you know what the level cap is for the game? Probably 20. So half of the game you're getting less and half of the game you're getting more, which doesn't really matter. Because it balances out, right? This is technically, do you want a harder start game? Start to mid game and then a little bit better. I'm not much about this. +1 to all attributes and even numbered. Dispar numerophobia. What the? -1 on odd numbers. That's again just, that's nothing. Fainting goat. Oh, that's fun. Should our leader be fainting? Causing them to miss when your enemy scores a critical. Now, I'll probably give this to the medic, actually. Heavy-handed, base damage with blunt-bladed and brawling, -50 base critical. No. This is what was it in Fallout? Heavy hitter or brawler? Manic depression. Ooh, that's allurable. Attributes change randomly. Fuck no. Misophobic. Oh, that's not good. Opportunist. 50% damage against any target at less than 35 constitution, 25% against. That has purpose. It pushes me in the initiative order. You get pushed back in the combat order, so you just get to act a little bit later. But it is a good chance to... And it only triggers if the fainting triggers. So I think this is actually a very good quirk. This is good for a character that will run around and finish off dudes. And usually finishing off dudes would be with a shotgun, but he is slow. I might have fucked that up. Ooh, psychopath. Plus 4% bonus chance to hit, plus 2 bonus. Critical with every successful attack. Bonus loss if you miss an attack. Minus 10% base chance to hit. He's already low enough on that. And minus 5% base critical. I mean, that's not bad, but not for this character. Raised in the circus, 5% evasion, no leadership bonus. Not worth it. Depressed rage, repressed rage, okay. Double damage and 25% critical after receiving a critical hit, can never get normal critical hits. Huh, that's interesting. But very circumstantial. Thick skinned, plus 2 base armor and minus 30% base combat speed. I think I may need to give my leader this. Because being with the shotgun, he will be forward facing. I don't know, we'll see. What's this? Twitchy. Plus 20 combat speed, minus 10 base chance to hit. Oof, that's heavy. No. 2 pump chump. Plus 2 action points and 25% chance to hit for the first 2 combat rounds. Minus 1 action point and minus 15% chance to hit for each turn after. Oof, no. That is too heavy of a drawback. Unlucky. Chance for lightning to strike and shock a random target in combat. That could be fun. That could be fun just for the hell of it. And Way of the Squeezins is 3 action points and 25% damage when drunk. And the drawback is minus 100% critical chance. Minus 0.6 combat speed when sober. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, what did I want here? Base combat speed for the plus 2 armor. Is that worth it? Yeah, whatever. Let's have broken characters. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Sorry, guys. For a slow and useless fighter. Mm-hmm. Well, he is slow. He is fairly useless as a fighter. I don't know. Okay, combat medic. Let's actually get a move on this. Does the combat medic smoke? Eh. He has a respirator, so no. Okay, what do we have here? Charisma, we can lower it down because she doesn't need that. Awareness. Combat initiative, chance to evade vision range. Force strength. She needs. I think there was something about everyone having strength 3 as a minimum. Charisma, intelligence. Could have it. One attribute point per level. No, actually nothing. 2, 3, right. So we can lose one intelligence because it doesn't do anything. Oh, it does. One skill point per level and one action point. Okay, so it's where it should be. I think no, that was the weird thing. Speed, strength, awareness. Oof. One action point, chance to hit. Awareness, vision range, evade, combat initiative. Carry weight, base combat. So let's put one in coordination, one in awareness. Call it a day. Handguns sucked to my memory. So they are useless to invest in. I'm going to take that out of her. And the medic will have a proficiency in energy weapons? Yeah, energy weapons, why not? But let's see. Field medic, what the hell does that do? Allows more items to be used and improves the benefits received from using them. Additional skill ranks provide a bonus to amount healed. Okay, that's good. And then it's surgeon that everyone needs. Oh hell, I didn't give him surgeon. Gosh. I think everyone needed 1 point in surgeon. What's that? Items to be used and improves benefits for fee, yada yada. And improves the benefits. What items? Bonus to amount healed. Okay, field medic. Okay, surgeon. Allows you to fix it. Be revive down. Yeah, okay, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one we need. So this is good. And general skills 0. This. All right. Let's give her energy weapons 2. And what else could be useful for a medic? Animal whisperer. Brute force. No. Maybe outdoorsman. What does that do? If you want to find water and live off the land, this is the skill for you. Outdoorsman is primarily used to avoid random encounters while traveling on the world map. Nah. Do you think so? Okay. Wait, what? What's the difference? Okay. Trained physician. First benefits. Alright. Let's cut off one of this. Put it into outdoorsman. Fine. Surgeon 2, field medic. That should do it. And I did want to give her the survivability trait quirk. Fainting goat. Sniper. Okay, this will be interesting. Snipers always smoke. You'll smoke red rooster. Because in all of the movies, they always light up a smoke. Um, for whatever reason, put on the sniper. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You don't even get the animations you do in Fallout. It's just building a narrative for the character, I guess. So what does he have? He has Charisma 1, that's perfectly fine. Intelligence. Skill points, action points. He will have to have many action points. He will be shooting everything. So he doesn't need to be fast. -1 combat initiative. But he needs coordination of the yin yang. Or awareness. What does awareness give? Vision range, evade, and combat initiative. Really? Huh. Because I seem to remember in the movies, for whatever reason, they were to place a cigarette, a light up cigarette, on the sniper, probably to count down time or something. I'm not really sure what's the deal with behind this. I should know it, but I don't. Coordination. 1 action point and 1 chance to hit. Luck for the criticals. Do we need that? How much is critical chance right now? It's 5%. Okay, well, alright. So that probably makes more sense. Yeah, also considering they need to hold their breath for a while shooting, it doesn't really make sense. What would I pump up here? Even more coordination, I guess. Strength is good. Maybe awareness for the vision range. So a little bit less luck, more awareness. That is true. That is true. No, I'm just spitballing bullshit right now. While doing the same thing for the fourth time, trying to customize something that I don't know how it works. uh, I think that's okay for him. 9 action points. Can we? I don't know. So, combat skills. Sniper rifles. Good. Knowledge skills. Mechanical repair. Probably good. I don't know. And weaponsmithing. Tinker. Yeah, that's important. I don't know what Tinker does, but I seem to remember it's not bad. Where was the toaster repair, by the way? Why am I not seeing the toaster? Ah, there it is. So I'll take one off of mechanical repair to give to surgeon. Yeah, well, I told you at the beginning that this will probably be the majority of it. But, you know, that's how it goes. It is a written rule, or unwritten, that you spend a lot of fucking time in the character creation screen. And notice that I haven't even touched the appearance of the characters. I think that's good for him. So sniper rifle, mechanical repair, surgeon for sure, and weaponsmithing. Yeah, that'll be good. Any quirks? No. I want him to be just good. Him I forgot to give surgeon to, so this is something we'll be addressing. Oh yeah, for sure. No, I was absolutely aware that this is going to happen. I've kind of forgotten a lot of this. What can we take out? One leadership. Yeah, let's take out one leadership. And give that to surgeon. Alright, and the infiltrator. So what do we need him to do? Pretty much everything else. So lockpicking, safe cracking, toaster repair. What weapons? Submachine guns. Oh, I was already thinking of giving him submachine guns, so that's cool. Skills. Attributes, that is. Charisma is down. Skill points per level. Speed, strength, awareness, luck. I think he's good all around. So probably safe cracking won't be as needed at first. Lock picking, I'll have to eat one down to give him surgeon. I guess that's gonna be it. So we have someone with mechanical repair, we don't have anyone with demolitions, computer science, and alarm disarming, so this is going to have to be split up at some point between the dudes. Here we need... Do we need brute force? We don't have anyone with perception. So what do we need? We need perception from the general skills. We need alarm disarming, computer science, and demolition. So 4 skills in total. Build up 2. Unless I take one out of submachine gun, but I kinda wanna have him work for it. We don't have anyone with rifles. What weapons do we have? We have energy weapons. You know what? I'll switch. I will give the medic, do not take all the skills. Well, there has to be someone with them. The followers are the ones I am worried about. I don't know what they had start off with. Okay. Here's a question. Do I give the medic assault rifles, or do I keep her on energy weapons? That's the only thing. What do you think? How are you feeling it? Did she keep the energy weapons, or did she go for assault rifles? Because I remember those were good. Yes, yes, you're right. You are very right. We do not start off with that. Okay. Any quirks? Don't think needs that. Okay, so she will get... She will get... assault rifles. There we go. No, I forgot. Loses the intimidation factor upon the enemy. Oh, okay. Wait, what? You can breach security systems and get your team into restricted areas without waking up the guards. Use on doors, saves, and other objects to disable protection systems. High-tech doors and safes can only be opened after disabling. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Uh, hmm. So that's another one for the infiltrator, I guess. Hmm. What can we lose here? Safe cracking? Okay. Okay, I think we're done. I think we're done. Did you notice any uh gross bullshit that I did? 57 minutes. Like a boss. Okay, let's play the game. Not enough specialization. What do you mean? We have the leader. We have the medic. The main shooty guy and well, yeah, because right. The idea, yeah. Hmm. I since I don't know the skills that the followers will have, I kind of think, yeah, um, that will come into play. And I want to have a base of something. But yeah, let's go. We'll go seasoned, I think. Seasoned or ranger. Well, it's a stream, so let's keep it more doable. I think I could tweak it up if it's too easy later on, but I think it's fairly challenging, so let's just keep it at that. Okay. Whew. Into the game we go. Oh yeah, that's it. At any time. Oh. Why is it loading so long? This is gonna be bad. All of that went to shit. Oh, damn. Uh, please load. Please. Not to the extent of loading through the game, no. But I played it before, so it should go through. What's wrong with this thing? Fuck. Go on then. Damn. Well, it's not stuck by any means. Kind of works around. But I don't know. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be taking this long. Do it again. Okay. Great start. Great start indeed. Of course. Okay. Let's see how fast we can go through this without forgetting anything. Whoops, no, not that. Go. He was on shotguns. No barter. On chaos. Smartass. In leadership and one in surgeon. Gave him was the one with the armor. Six scanned. Custom ranger. Was the medic was one giver. Oh, one strike. He's a field medic. One combat skills. Assault rifle. And outdoorsman. I'm not. Two remaining. Field medic. I did not, and that is probably the issue. Sniper. We give some folks. I think it was something like that. Sniper rifles, mechanical repair, weaponsmithing, surgeon. Did I give him anything else? Mechanical surgeon. I can give him the toaster repair. Select existing ranger. Fine was the machine guns. Yeah, that. I think that's good. Even get a lockpicker. Where was the safe crack? No quirks. Okay. And hi, but that shouldn't be a problem. This is very interesting. Get to the same place. Maybe it has something to do with the stream. That's odd. Yeah, maybe I should have tested that out. Like, it seems to be working. Annoying. Okay, this seems to be a common issue, I think. There are some things here. What? That is stupid. Oh, that is so stupid. And the answers aren't very good. And it would appear to be an issue that goes on both Steam and GOG. Right. So there is actually something that is stopping it. There is a pop-up that isn't going up about permissions to save games. Which is so stupid. But alright, let's try and make this work. Cool. Riveting, isn't it? So from what I managed to see, there's an issue with DirectX and with oral permissions. So let's see if we can go around this somehow.
once again in the glow of the atom.
Yeah, I need to do the other capture, but I want to see if it even gets through it, and it doesn't seem that it will. Not gonna go out. Well, that's a bummer. Oh no, it'll go through. I just need to play around a little bit. And be annoyed at it.
Once again in the glow of the atom.
So let's just use the default squad and see if it'll push through. Doesn't seem to be the case. Lovely. Oh, really? What happened? Who didn't like the comment of yours enough to get you banned? Whoa, from last year. Ugh. That's just stupid. So, how would we contact you from now on? Viber or what? Or by phone? Holy shit, really? An actual article from... Okay. Right, so that's not working. Oh, Messenger works. Okay, okay. Okay. Will you be going through the trouble of reactivating it, or yeah, Discord. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that as a viable option.
Once again, in the glow of the atom.
Might also be my antivirus. Yeah, it's getting stupider and stupider, I have to admit. It's on GOG. Um, I think it's just that the stupid antivirus is blocking, because some games want to create another folder in which to store save games, and on game launch it creates one little file in a folder, and that for some reason always triggers the stupid antivirus. Although it hasn't triggered edge exception. Well, that's not the world's most entertaining stream, is it? Not really. Essentially, I am just getting angry. Haven't worked earlier versions. Opens this doesn't. When is it? There are quite a few things that I can try here, so it might take a while, but I might as well do it now.
Once again, in the glow of the atom.
Okay. Give me a moment though. I will just be back in a second. And I'm back. Right. So let's try and turn off virus protection. Turn everything right. I can always play a game of Blood Bowl if everything goes to shit. I'll give it a few more tries.
Once again, in the glow of the atom.
Yeah, it was the antivirus. Okay. Okay. Works. Yeah, it's very weird because it doesn't give me a notification. Oh well. All right. Okay, now we're cooking with Gaius. Why are you not seeing anything now? Oh, for fuck's sake. Which one was the executable that shows the damn game? This? This. This one. So now it doesn't show on the stream. Okay, it's just one thing after the other, isn't it? Yes. Okay, let's do it like this for now, and I'll fix it later.
Once again, in the glow of the atom.
Ranger Gator. Oh, okay. Does it say what the brand is, or should I just guess? I think it was Red Roosters, but I'm not sure. No, okay. Oh well. Painting goat. Illumination, so 2 unlock, 1 here, 1 here. Good. Rifles, good. Mechanical repair and booster repair. Thing and right. Alright. Picking. Urgent. Safe. Okay, we're good. Let's try now. See? Immediately works. Wait, what? No, I mean the actual loading when it works. It works immediately. I mean, it's less than an hour of bullshit after the character
What comes
creation.
after the end? I don't know.
Subtitles.
Neither did they. They were just an Army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals. They've been living with the fallout ever since.
What? The reference.
Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers. Now, Rangers, I know at times It seems our cause is hopeless. And I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms. But I want you to know something else. That no ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten. Nor will he have ever died in vain or unavenged.
Yep. Lots of it.
Thank you, recruits.
Yeah, it does seem to be. A stiff bearded old man wearing a hard-worn ranger uniform and a battered old cowboy hat. General Vargas walks with care, but he's not helpless. He wears a pearl-handled revolver on his hip, and there are a lot of notches on his barrel. Alright.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a desert ranger.
Okay.
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal, but sadly Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen. I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first. The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us. Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death. Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got 1 ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one. When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal. The mission is this: search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other. It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map. There you go. Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business. Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in. Using logic on me, eh?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think that the first test was always passable. Yeah, yeah.
Smartass. Logic and observation will change some folks' minds, and you can catch people in lies that way. But sometimes it only makes them mad, so be careful. In this case, you're right. I should let you in, but I got a feeling about you four. You got depths you don't even know you have, and it's going to take adversity to tap them. So I'm sending you out undergunned and unprepared, just to see what it brings out of you. You'll thank me later. Maybe.
Good. Okay. Bye-bye.
Good luck out there, recruits.
Alright. What do we have here? Search the new radio tower for the repeater units Captain Ace was carrying. Look for the rest of Ace's logbook. Yada yada yada. Okay. I think we can flag those. What do we start off with? Cigarettes. Pump action. Shotgun. Equipment. Skills. Yeah, perks. This is I will need to look. Hey there, Claw Bomber. What up? You haven't really missed much. It was 2 hours of character creation only to find out that the game needs to create a folder before startup, and the antivirus was not having it. So I was fairly angry at that, but yeah. Yeah, it seems to be a common issue, but we did it anyway. We got through it, and we are now playing the thing. Yeah. And I'll have to check on everyone to choose those things. Assault sniper, blades, and a leader who can't fight. Okay, we got a leader who's fairly shit at aiming. Medic, sniper, and infiltrator. No, that's tutorial, okay. Got it. What do we have here? We have Greaser. What does she start off with? M1 assault rifle. Single shot only. Well, Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. Weak. So first of all, save the fucking thing because bad. What do we have? All the options. How's the volume, guys? Can you make out things alright? Okay. Alright, if anything seems wrong, let me know during the game. We want motion blur on. Why not? Okay, and read. What are we up to here? How do we control this whole thing? Okay. There's probably nothing in here anyway, I'm just... wait, there was some stuff here. Pick up a shovel! Born a man, died a desert ranger. Good. Interesting. Oh, we can read gravestones. Fought like a ranger until the end. Cadet suicide. Nice. Supreme jerk. Avlish. Volta Kata. General Red Hawk. Imperial Scar Scalp Ralph the Hobo. Okay. So obviously the elite of the elite. You'll find many items in the Wasteland. Let me click on it. Ram pressure. What? Oh, okay. I'm still waiting on encased. Oh yeah, we can turn. Right. Broken. Yeah, it's yeah, it's supposed to come out in September. It's currently in early access on Steam. It's supposed to be another Fallout inspired successor type thing, where you are on on another planet, you're living under a dome. Yeah. It's supposed to come out full in September, so that's what I'm waiting for right now. They ordered me not to let you through. okay. I don't think so. It's more along the lines of Fallout, so it's not team-based. It's gonna be a single person, a single main character to play. So I don't think it'll be multiplayer enabled. Organizing crates. Aside from the clothes, is the picture of a loving grandmother. You could swear she smells faintly of fresh baked cookies. Well, I mean, you could get it, but if you do get it right now, I strongly advise against playing it because they just introduced a content patch and they are right now making hot fixes for the patch, and so not all the content will be available, and I don't think it's a good idea to spoil the game before actually starting it off, because it's not quite the type of experience you'd like to have. Chop top. Hello, recruits. Welcome to Solveig Sundries. Happy to trade whenever you like. An honor to make your acquaintance. Always nice to see a few faces around here, and a pleasure to make sure they have everything they need before they head out into the big bad world. Okay. Nice to meet you. What's your story? So you can outfit us. What do you have? Not so interesting. I grew up in a village near here, but I was already a grandmother twice over when the Desert Rangers moved into the Citadel. I saw how much the good Rangers were doing, and I wasn't up to much with my children moved to villages. To start their own families. It was a little unconventional for an old lady to go through basic training, but I pulled my weight and earned my star. I may not be too useful in forward operations, but I've got lots of experience keeping people well fed and well clothed. And I can run a drill press with the best of them, so General Vargas has me help Sergeant Melson run the resupply, and I help Captain Mercaptain in the workshop, and now and again. Okay. He's a modern pattern. Got a mind for strategy and knows how to make the tough calls. He's got a gentle side too. How about Sergeant Melson? He's a great friend, a great quartermaster, with only eating sand and wiping out with cactus flowers without him. Good. What is Captain Mercaptain? She's the smartest person I've ever met, bar none. She can whip up laser beams and water purification systems like a whip up pies. What about Ranger's Citadel? I do love this place nowadays. It used to be full of some cookie birds back when I was younger. Fellas seemed to worship pre-war junk, even if they didn't know what it was. They wouldn't share none of it. Well, I shouldn't get too judgmental. I'm sure they thought that we're doing right. So can you outfit us? With the essentials as the Tough to find as they are. Can't just give them away for free, believe me, I wish I could, but we keep our prices as close to costs as we can for our rangers. Stop by the basics whenever you're in the area, and once you get the clearance to enter the Citadel, you'll get access to some of our more valuable goodies. You'll have to talk to Sergeant Milson about that when you get inside. Okay, let's see what you get to trade. All items, weapons, ammo, armor. Miscellaneous. Can sell a shovel. Low dosage pain relievers. There are some snazzy guns. Auto shotgun. Where is my money? Yes. What scrap? Bucks. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just looking around to see whatever is. Maybe check out on some ammo. Well, let's check. Oh, right. I'll check it out. Thanks. Now, energy cells we don't need. Okay. I think we're good. Lovely to meet you. Right row. Camera rotation. Yeah, I think I just did that. Oh, we got pan and tilt too. What was that? Tin cans and goats usually go together. Your instincts are telling you that this might not want to steal the goat's next meal. Okay. Stone shard. Ah, yeah. Have No Mouth has been talking about it.
Hey, Echo 1. Mind picking up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there.
I don't need any training. Just give me some ammo and tell me where to shoot. Let's try and pick up the can, see what happens.
He headbutted you right in the butt. Did you actually think I was serious about wanting that can? I just wanted the goat to hit you in the ass.
Okay, well. Ooh, we found stuff. Scrap, energy cells, and tobacco. And something with the use of a shovel. Whoop-de-doodle-doo. Alrighty, thanks for popping by. Have a good one. Scrap is the currency you use in the Wasteland. You can use scrap to pay for items merchants. Oh, not to worry, dude. Thanks again for dropping by. Unlike inventory items, there is no maximum limit on how much scrap your party can carry, and it does not weigh anything. Scrap is frequently labeled as cash. Using skills. Use an active skill, you need to assign it to the hotbar by right-clicking on the empty slot, then left-clicking the one put into that slot. Left-click the skills icon to activate it, and if needed, left-click on an object character to use it. You can also right-click on a valid object or character and you will pop up showing available skill options. Left-click on a skill to use it. Okay. What are the skills that we have? We have surgeon, basic trauma kits, blow those pain relievers, coffin nails, and shovel. What about here? Okay, thanks. Pocket mag pack. Yeah, alright, sounds good. Glass eye and some scrap. Okay. Well, a lot of things to bury, to dig up. That's nice. Large ring and scrap. What is this here? We got crouch, swap weapons, reloads. This is probably for burst fire. Oh. Quad grouped. Character and monitor. Moving along. Ooh, that's a lot of shit. Got some sap gloves. That do damage? Okay. Ammo, another ammo, okay. I mean, sure, why not? Necklace, junk, junk. This, where does this need to go? Probably to him, yeah. Used in sniper rifle. Usable in SMGs in hand. Who's got the SMG? There's some energy weapons that we are not yet using. Seems good. And I can sell off this junk before leaving the area, just so it doesn't occupy and carry weight.
God damn it, Ace. You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
Ah, she's one of the future followers, Angela Death.
Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
What? Is there another shovel? Oh yeah, she's great. Angela Death. It's just, yeah.
Better than he'd like. Back in the day, the General was the craziest of us all. But somehow, after he brought down Base Cochise...
Oh, alright, yeah, got it.
Now he's running the whole show, doing a damn fine job. While I'm still walking patrols and answering radio calls. Shows you how much ambition I got, huh?
Yeah, she's the one swinging the mega wrench around like nobody's business.
An old military facility from before the war, and the biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There was some crazy computer in there that kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight putting it down. Earned our stripes that day, literally. That's when I became Captain Death. Yeah, the Base Cochise AI. Don't know what was wrong with it. Broken, I guess. It thought everybody was its enemy. Wanted to kill the whole planet.
Skynet.
Sorry, but you are. As cute as little kittens. Y'all remind me of us. Snake, Razor, Thrasher, and me. Back when we were just starting out. Thinking we were gonna save the world for the future. Thinking none of us would ever die.
Is that from the original Wasteland? Some references. I haven't played it.
Christ, sorry. Don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If we all started out worn out and jaded like me, nobody'd ever try to change the world. So you kids go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time.
Yeah, probably. Hmm.
You better call him Gilbert now. Funny, back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear. Strong as an ox and just about as articulate. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from Base Cochise, and he couldn't go out on patrol no more. Any other commander would have handed him his walk-in papers, but Vargas doesn't dump old friends. So he started him working in the museum. And once you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's been gradually mapping our little corner of the wasteland ever since. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's another one gone. Went out for a patrol a few weeks back and never came home. Don't know if he's dead or AWOL or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody knows is he hasn't called in, and we haven't heard from anybody who's seen him. I miss old Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much. Didn't make friends easy. Wasn't big on social graces. But he was as loyal as they come. And when the shit started flying, he was the guy you wanted at your back. He didn't win that name by accident. Sharp as a razor. Scary as hell. You weren't briefed on those fucks during your training? Well, let me fill you in. You know when we left the prison and moved here to the Citadel? Well, the Scorpions were the jerks who moved into the prison when we moved out. Just a bunch of rangers back then, but they have been getting more organized. Call themselves a militia now, and they try to act like they're the Desert Rangers of eastern Arizona. Well, that's a load of horse shit. The protection racket ain't the same as protecting people. They shake down all their towns for money, and if the locals don't kick in, they smash them up. The Rangers aren't like that. We get by on donations and good old-fashioned scavenging. Well, like I said, he was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in the day. But I think the weight of his responsibilities has kind of squashed that out of him now. He hasn't been in a decent bar fight in, shit, a decade maybe? They all hurt, but this one... Man... Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Farron Brygo up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brygo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise. Never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat. But I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble. I knew it. He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me. But then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him? Basically everything between the prison and the radiation clouds to the east. There are a few small towns and farms out there, which the Scorpions claim is their territory. Rangers used to patrol that area before we moved here, and we knew it pretty well. But a lot can change in 15 years. Who knows? Maybe it's all as clean and nice and crime-free as the Scorpions say it is. But I've got my doubts. Man, not sure I can recall. Haven't been out that way in ages. Don't even know if it's still on the map. Ask Thrasher. He'd know.
Is the voice of are the spoken voices too silent? Can you hear them well? Kind of struggling.
Could be a nice little place if the Atchisons and Topekans would kiss and make up. I can't even remember what it's all about, but between them, they got enough old railroad tech that if they worked together, they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, seems like all they want to do is blow each other's heads off. Idiots. I don't really know the details. It's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about transmitters and north-south axis and signals bouncing off the clouds. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius. Ace played me some of them before he died. Hard to make out a lot of it, but what I heard made my hair stand on end. Some guy talking about turning men into machines. Or machines into men or some shit. But the crazy thing was, then he starts talking about us, the Rangers, saying we're the cause of all the trouble in the world, and we need to be wiped out so his glorious future can be born. I mean, who is this guy? Where is he? What the fuck does he have against us? The edges of the map, kiddies. Big hot areas we can't get into without getting cooked to a crisp. The clouds move around some with the wind and the weather, but there are permanent hot spots on every side of us. North, south, east, and west. Until we started hearing those weird broadcasts, I kind of thought those clouds went on forever, and that Arizona was the last place on Earth. But maybe there's more people out there. Maybe the whole rest of the world's just fine, and we're the only ones in hell. Wouldn't that be a joke? Radio technician Wade Woodson? Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps the machines running and the signal clear. He'll also talk your ear off about circuits and frequencies and I don't know what else if you let him. But be nice to him. He's your lifeline to the base.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we'd been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged. So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. What do you say?
Hell yeah.
Cool. No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, all right?
On the first time that I played, I actually missed her in this part of the game, and I got around with her the next time I got back into this area. So it's cool to have her already in. People willing to join your squad, dear's companions, CNPCs, and be controlled and customized just like your own ranger recruits, but may have personalities and characteristics of their own. Hi. Road chance 15%. That's not. Yeah, there it is. The wrench. And a assault rifle. Let's equip the wrench as a secondary weapon. Yeah, look, 11 to 19 base damage. That's insane. 68%. Let's get rifle. Just a little bit more actually. I think I'm just gonna go to the next area. So complete the tutorial one and get to the next active area, and I'll call it. I'm a bit tired, and the technical issues did take a lot out of me. my angel. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. That's that makes some sense. Anything else interesting around here? I don't think so. Yeah, these things don't need to be cracked with. But I do have to say, after Fallout, the ease of play, like the quality of life adjustments here are insane. And they should. I mean, this is like 15 years later, of course. Not to mention it. I don't think there's anything. There are a few more graves. Yeah. Actually, let's read the other row of gravestones, because I missed that.
Don't worry, babe. I'll send the ones who did this to hell. So you can kick their asses for eternity.
Okay.
So you can kick their asses for eternity.
The bonus interaction. Mike Scott. Ed Zombra. Ford soon. Yes. Yeah, a little bit. Is it me, or do I automatically feel attracted to that? Okay, we're done here. I'll sell off the junk and move along. We'll see. I don't think there will be a problem apart from the actual mechanical one, as in the high rogue chance. I want to sell you my junk. No, not that junk. The other junk. I'm just gonna see if something has been labeled junk that shouldn't be. Necklace, large ring. Coolest marble. Way too big to put on a finger. Necklace with a metal symbol. Okay. That you stole from a goat. Back up. We will be selling the junk. It puts us at 124. How much does ammo cost? Why don't you give it to me by round? initiate the transfer. What, you can't split them? Oh. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I tried. Doesn't work for whatever reason. Ah, there it is. It's double click. Alright, well, $7 each. Huh. Let's give him 5. At 5. Or you want to use the slider. Five for him. He uses rifle. Wait, what does she use? 556. Can give him 5 each. Yeah. I probably uses the sniper stuff. Probably expensive as shit. Oh, it's using okay. Hopefully that'll do. Alright, we are ready to rock and roll.
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in. Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working. I'll be your dispatcher from here on out. I also wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation. If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare. But if you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find. Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying. Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and High Pool to install them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters. We must, of course, bring Ace's killers to justice. But right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal. It is vital that all teams stay in radio contact with me here at the base. We get distress calls from all over our jurisdiction and sometimes beyond. Towns or farms or mines being attacked by raiders, mutant beasts, what have you. We field those calls here and then dispatch whichever team is closest to the problem. Until now, Woodson's been our dispatcher. But Ace's death made me realize I've spent too many years in my office, walled off from the world and how it's changing. I need to know what's going on out there, and I figure the best way to do that is to start listening to the people's problems. So, I've decided that from now on, I'll be the one fielding calls and talking in your ear when you head out into the wastes. Don't let that make you self-conscious or nothing.
Okay.
10-4 Echo 1, carry on. Ranger Command out.
Radio is your squad's lifeline back to headquarters. Through it you will receive vital updates on your missions. From time to time you may also pick up calls from other wastelands inhabitants throughout your travels, some of which you may be able to respond to. Remember that to level up, you need to use the call button on the radio to contact headquarters and earn field promotions, provided a character has gained experience points. World map. When you have a location and enter Wasteland, the game perspective will zoom out. Standing by Desert Ranger badge. Right-clicking will allow you to travel. Alternatively, you can access the world map screen and select a location you have already discovered and travel there automatically. Enter locations on the world map, left-click on them when you are nearby. A number of things you can encounter on the world map. In addition to water and radiation, you can stumble upon both friendly and enemy random encounters, which will take you to a small special location to interact with characters or do battle. You may even find hidden loot caches from before the apocalypse and mysterious locations that few have ever seen. The outdoorsman skill determines your squad's search radius on the world map when traveling. Oh yeah, okay. So you were very right. As well as its ability to avoid hostile random encounters. A good outdoorsman will be able to avoid dangerous enemies and discover new and hidden locations more easily. So far so good. We are full on water. New view map. What do we have? We have the radio tower to go to. First, check out the logbook. Going resolve flagged. So yeah, let's go where we need to go. Radio tower. Here we go, on the road again. Radiation. Oh, so that's radiation. Oasis. Water is a matter of life and death in the wasteland. As the squad travels on the world, water is slowly consumed. When your water supplies run out, your squad will begin taking damage. Go too long without a drink, and eventually characters will die of dehydration. Refill your canteens, look for a hidden oasis on the world map, or visit a location with a water supply such as a well or tap. Most major settlements have a water supply. Cool. Well, let's just enter. Oh yeah? I thought, doesn't it deplete? Dangerous raiders approaching your position. The Oasis, doesn't it have a finite amount of refills? But anyway, should we attack the raiders? Yes? Okay. And I think we will be upping it here. Yeah, I don't either. Anyway, whatever. So let's make... I can't save here. We'll be fighting this one out then. But how does this even work? Go on then, get into fucking range already. Alright. Let's see how combat goes. Alrighty. Thanks for the time, dude. See you again. As usual, thank you for coming along. Who else has good aim here? Angela. Okay, actually, who has to? Oh, wait. Ah, that's probably Overwatch. Eight. Eight. But you, Chiquita. protects friendlies and enemies alike. Certain weapons are more effective against armor than others. Different types of weapons have different armor penetration values. The higher the armor penetration of a weapon, and the more damage it will do to targets with lots of armor. Cover. Cover plays a vital role. Taking cover will reduce the tanker's chance to get, and their target will also provide a chance to get benefit. Cover. Cover is over good when in line of sight. The attacker attacking from a flank position is often a good tactic to wipe out cowering enemies. Hidden cover can also be destroyed by weapons fired explosives and will last forever. Action points. Two things. Not all characters have the same amount of HP as mentioned. Characters for example, with a speed attribute, more distance, speed. Different weapons and actions can also have different AP costs. Action points. Once use definite danger, and then character in the action queue will take its turn. Alternatively, you can take it early by using end turn. Okay. Carry over up to 2 bonus AP. Okay, that's good to know. Combat. Your available weapons and fight. Action Q. Those who what and what works. Characters with higher combat ratio to the precision strikes. Allow to target individual body parts on enemies to inflict debilitating effects at the cost of a lower chance to hit. Exact effects vary depending on the body part target, and there's a chance of inflicting more severe effects. Use a precision strike with the precision strike HUD. Open a target in combat. Yeah, okay. Of course, so good then. We still have one more dude until they start. So that's her. Isn't her. Into ambush we go. Sorry. 100% chance to hit. Vision strike. How much is the precision strike attack cost? It is a 6 AP. Well, he is murdering them outright, so there's a problem. Fairly nice. Loot. One of the ways rangers must survive in the Wasteland is by scavenging what they can enter. Take all, distribute all, meaning. Okay. Containers holding loot potentially can be locked or trapped. Use various skills such as perception, demolition, lockpicking, safe cracking to identify disarmed threats and unlock those locks. But remember that some people may not take kindly to your grabbing their stuff. Oh my. Alright, I'll be right back in just a quick few moments to ransack everything. Be right back. And I'm back, guys. Let's just play out this map. Where can I see? Okay, there it is. And 8, 3 out of 5. Load. Swap weapon. Who else did a shit? You did a shit. Okay. And group us. Looting. Now I can save? Still can I? Oh, don't help. No, I don't think. Will out help me along in this case? It will not. Oh, shift. Shift will not. Alright. Yes. A library. Cool. Some tobacco. Some tuna. Useful. Anything else? Just lower party. Seemed to be the case. Nope. 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 And nope. Okay. Unless I'm missing something obvious. Yeah, I guess. I mean, left. Use the oasis. I don't know. I want to save the game. Oh. Radiation is a constant and deadly threat while traveling the world. Radiation is with a large green cloud lit by a radioactive icon. As you near an irradiated area, your Geiger counter will begin ticking. Entering a radioactive area will cause your squad to gradually take damage from radiation. Radiation cloud on the world map has a certain rating depicted on it. With higher ratings, doing more damage more quickly. Radiation suits can be reduced with a special of equipment you can find. Not all radiation suits are created equal, some provide more protection than others. And throughout the game, you will gain access to better radiation suits that will let you explore more dangerous parts of the world. Radiation suit comes as a set, so you only need one for your entire squad. Okay. Can I save now? Thank you. Alright. So, for whatever reason, this still doesn't work. You're okay with that. Alrighty. And let's take the opportunity to raid someone who is out there. Brush for high. Yeah, let's just brush for hire. Please do. Let's just brush for hire. Please do. Let's just brush for hire. Please do. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, one viewer is one viewer, and that would probably be me. Anyway, guys, keep loving what you do, doing what you love. I will be back on Wednesday for some painting. Till then, see you on the flip side, guys. Bye and have a lovely evening. See you on the flip side, guys.
Let's work on her.